like to see great softball this week, and I think this is a night here at the Sparkler where they're doing all-star games and they got a pro game going on, and it's really neat to see. There's a great environment and great just energy for the sport, and I think it's highlighted kind of tonight. But I think the whole week's just a great week to be here, to be, looking at great softball, recruiting players, getting your eyes on players in really competitive, situations, and that's what we like to see. We get to see some of the players that write to us and come to camps, but to see them in this environment where they're really competing against the best is where you want to be. That's why there's so many college coaches out here this week. Sure, we're looking for students who are true scholars that really want a high-level academic, competitive experience, and in the classroom they want to really push themselves. They want to get their academic work to a higher level. I mean, a lot of our graduates are going on to medical school, business school, law school, going on and being professionals in a lot of different areas, and going on to further graduate school. So I think typically we're looking for players who want as much of a high-powered academic experience as they do with the softball experience, and they want to be able to pursue excellence in both areas and not be limited just to softball or just academically, that they want to play at a high level, but they don't want to compromise what they're doing academically. Because in the Ivy League, we're Division I. I mean, we are Division I, we compete at the Division I level, and a lot of students want that experience. They want to play in that Division I level and have a high-powered academic experience where they're really pushed and they're really challenged to think in critical and new, different ways. And I think I always tell students, it's the question everyone asks when they're looking at a school in the Ivy League, like, how do students balance this? And the students that typically we're recruiting already have that skill set. They're already pushing themselves academically. They're taking the hardest classes in their high school and they're doing well. They want to do well academically. And also they're pushing themselves and committing a lot of their extracurricular time to softball. So they're already doing that. When they get to the college level and to our level, they're just doing it at greater depth in both areas. Sure, absolutely. I mean, we went head-to-head with them in the Ivy Championship Series, and they were ended up being the best team in the conference this year. And we congratulated them and wished them well in the tournament, and they did very, very well. I think that I think a lot of times people are surprised out here and say, "Oh, geez, I didn't know the Ivy League had softball," and I was like, "Yeah, and we're really good. Like, these girls can play at a good level." And I think that any year, we can put teams in the tournament that can show and do very, very well. And these students are going to go on and do amazing things in their life. I mean, these are the people that, other students are going to be working for. They're going to solve a lot of our issues that we have in the world. And I think that, we want those types of students that are really driven both academically and on the softball field. So whoever that Ivy champion is, we all get behind them and we wish them well and want them to do well for our conference.